Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your messages from your ancestors tarot reading. This is going to be a reading for the people born under the High Priestess card, the Strength card and the Judgment card. If you do not know what your tarot birth card is, there will be a link in the description box below to a video that can show you how to work it out. Now, as always, I'm asking that you bear in mind those are general readings. I'm channeling different ancestral energies and this may or may not resonate with you. Now, if you would like to connect to the energies of my decks, now's the time to take a couple of deep breaths as I shuffle the cards. So, what do my Aquarians born under the High Priestess card, the Strength card and the Judgment cards need to hear from their ancestors for their highest good, please? So your first message is card 26, gathering around the power of community. So a message to reach out to your tribe or your people around you, maybe to not be afraid to ask for help, support if you need it right now. Maybe also use your network in order to help you manifest something, maybe get some publicity or marketing done through people that you know. You may also be able to maybe get a job offer, they're saying, for some of you, through someone that you know. You know, if you explain to people around you, maybe even your church group or something like that, that you're looking for a job, there may be something there for you. But obviously I will clarify this with the tarot. And then we've got Root Girl, the disowned self. Now, this is a message that's reflecting upon a part of yourself that you have locked up or locked away. Now this could be because you've been wounded, or maybe you carry some guilt or shame regarding something, and obviously no judgment here whatsoever, just, you know, we all have things we feel guilty for or are ashamed of. That's completely normal. But it's how you deal with it. For some of you, you may have trapped the creative side of your personality because there's no, or you feel there's no room for it in your everyday life. Maybe, you know, you're having to go to work to pay the bills, and the job you're in or the career you're in does not allow you to express the creative side of you, or it's asking you to put up a face, like an image of who you need to be for your job, and this is not who you truly are at your core. And this is why we have this message of the disowned self. And again, there may be a need to reach out to people around you to help you with that. Let's see what the other Oracle deck has to say to you. Now you see, I'm seeing 26, which is number 8, and 46, which is number 10. So 8 is advancement and 10 is completion. So I'm seeing that the help of others, reaching out to others, will help you close out a cycle and maybe free up this part of yourself that you've locked away. But this is something that your ancestors want you to have a look at. Alright, let's see what we have with this deck. So we have card 28, clearing your space. That's also a number 10. And card 13, authenticity. Yes, I'm unsurprised to see this card here. Let me put my deck away so I can talk to you about that. The card of clearing your space physically speaking, obviously, you know, making sure that you live in a place that's neat and tidy, because a clear space equals a clear mind, but also clearing all of the things that you have blocked within yourself on a metaphorical level, you know, with the disowned self or the root girl. That card of clearing your space is also clearing your mind and making sure that there is nothing that's been locked up or locked away, so that you can be yourself absolutely freely and completely. And I see the message very clearly with the card of authenticity. This is card 13, which is number 4. strong foundation, stability. This is a card that's saying you need to be genuine. You need to be true to yourself, true to who you are. No more hiding a part of who you are within yourself and locking it away because you're afraid, oops, sorry, I'm throwing my cards, because you're afraid that maybe people will judge or will not like you anymore. Whatever the reason is for you to do that, this is your ancestors saying, be yourself, okay? You will attract your tribe and you will be so much happier if you are yourself. You see, with this, the gathering around, the power of community, this may even attract your tribe. You may feel lonely or feel like you don't fit in, generally speaking, where you are, but by unlocking this part of who you are, getting rid of what no longer serves you, you know, clearing the space, even may refer to not just clearing where you live, like tidying your house. It may also be about getting rid of what no longer serves you, whether we're talking career or maybe hobbies that don't fulfill you anymore, and just being genuine, and that will attract your tribe, who, you know, the people who are going to make you feel good. Right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Can you clarify those messages, please? So we have the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, yep, time to change, the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So you've got two eights and one eight here, so you've got three eights. So 8 may be a number that's significant for you within the month, and if you see it reoccurring, that may be a direct message from your ancestors to you. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles, which is the energy underlying all of this. Now 5 is the energy of changes. It's movement. Pentacles represent earth energy, so this is with to do with everyday life. So whether we're talking about your home life, your work life, your financial assets, anything that you do to develop your skills. The Five of Pentacles denotes a change in your physical circumstances. So I can see that your ancestors are trying to give you a message that things need to change in your everyday life. This is what they're trying to do. Now change can be an energy that is not comfortable, and that's the reason why you have this message, because they want you to be prepared for the fact that this may not be a comfortable process, but it's a necessary process that they are trying to guide you through. So we have the Two of Wands. Now the Two of Wands is being at a crossroad and having a vision, okay? The world is your oyster, and is choosing the wands or the path that will provide you with the most excitement, the most enriching experiences. But obviously this is a decision, you know, you have a choice to make, and in order to make this choice you need to be laser focused. As you can see here, she's focusing on the planet that she's holding, contemplating the potential of this, and she's made the decision here. She's picked the wand, the path that she wants to choose or follow, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is a major arcana. So this denotes a bigger, longer term effect on your life path when the major arcana appear. And the Wheel of Fortune talks about cycles. It is ruled by number 10, which is completion. So this is the beginning and the end of a cycle. So it's turning your back on something in order to start something new. And I always say to people, when the Wheel of Fortune appears, the question is, are you going to jump on it and embrace the change, or are you gonna wait and stumble and you know, be a bit of a mess whilst this happens? And I believe, truly I do believe, that the message from your ancestors is, embrace this change. You need to clear out your space, which is the end of the cycle, and be laser focused about your new path, which is the path that you have disowned, and embrace that change, because now is the time for you to do that. because at the moment we have this 8 of Swords, and 8 is number of advancement, as I've explained earlier, but in the Swords energy, this is heavy mental energy, because the swords represent the air element, which is to do with the mental body. So it could represent the knowledge you acquire, the experience, the thoughts, the ideas that you have, and also communication. And when we reach the 8 of Swords, we are quite advanced in the thought process on what we want to do, but we may feel like we are trapped, like we've reached some kind of an impasse. But this is only an illusion, and only you can free yourself from this mental energy. As you can tell, the path is open, she just can't see it. So it really is a card of the illusion that you think that there's no light at the end of the tunnel, or at least the future is uncertain. But if you just take the first step, you see, if she were to just move a little bit forward, she'd feel that there's no resistance, and she'd go through and she'd be free. So this is what your ancestors are telling you to do. Just take that first step, which obviously takes a lot of courage, but it will be well worth it. And the first step is to be authentic, is to be who you truly are, and not fear. Now with the 8 of Pentacles, they are saying that this is obviously going to be a lot of work, okay? The earth energy of the Pentacles talk about working diligently, putting a lot of sweat and effort into something, applying yourself, developing your skills. However, it also talks about seeing results, because the 8 of Pentacles, as you can see here, he's lined up all of his coins here, and he's quite proud of the hard work that he has put into this. So this is the card to me that says it's going to be worth it, and you're going to see the growth and the advancement and the good that it's going to bring into your life, but you're going to have to apply yourself and take that first step. That's what I'm getting very clearly here. So let's grab this oracle deck and get a couple of final messages for you. So can we have a couple of closing messages, please, for my Aquarians? So we have the last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. I will obviously go in detail in a minute. And we also have the last moon in Cancer, take a breather. Okay, so the practice gratitude. Now, gratitude is the highest level of frequency you can vibrate at. And when we are in gratitude mode, we vibrate at a high level, which means that we attract even more positive things. So in order to attract your tribe, to get the support of your community, you need to feel grateful for what you already have. Now, you may want to journal it, you know, in the morning when you wake up, write down 2 or 3 things that you feel grateful for, and it can be anything for as simple as I have a roof over my head, or I can pay my bills, or I have money to pay for my breakfast today, whatever it is for you. But practice vibrating at this level, because the more grateful you are, the more good things you bring about, and you attract like-minded people and people who vibrate at a higher level, which obviously is going to be much more beneficial to you. And we also have take a breather. Now, this is to do with getting out of your head, and understanding that this is going to take time. As I was saying to you, you're going to have to apply yourself in order to go through that change. You know, the Wheel of Fortune brings about the end of a cycle and a new cycle, and as I was explaining, it's going to bring some real change in your everyday life with the 5 of Coins here. And so this is about relaxing a little bit and understanding that you are allowed to feel all of those emotions and be okay with it, not stressing about it. Take time for self-care, take time to have time with just yourself and your thoughts is what they're saying. So maybe meditate if that's part of your practice, or go on walks, have a nice bath, whatever it is that you do that makes you relax, so that it's not overwhelming you, because this is the kind of things that can be overwhelming and daunting, and you know, our breath becomes shallower when we stress, and so on and so forth. So that's what this bit of advice was for. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm truly humbled you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a beautiful end of the month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.